What up? I'm back. Today is July 2nd. Dude, I looked on my phone earlier and it said July 3rd, man. I don't know what's going on. My life is crazy, man. But whatever. I'll work out in the end. Today was crazy. Got a deer in the field. Just watching the sunset go down. Just living life, man. Just having fun, bro. Just being happy. Dude, it's so weird, like, how just the little things in my life are so cool. Like, just, man, I got some, like, zucchini bread today, dude. This stuff is banging, bro. I got a lemon and some lime, put it in my water, you know. That'll last a couple days. Trying to get me some acid in this body. But, I don't know, man, life is cool. Went to the dump this morning, had to dump some stuff. Living it up. People rap about honking. I don't know why, man. I used this song, man. I painted this song a little bit ago. Man, and lately, dude, my energy is crazy, bro. My energy's been super crazy the last 2 days. And it's almost like an uncontrollable, like, energy. It's super weird because it's like it's almost like kind of semi-agitating, just because I have control of it, but it's like it's like I just need to dance. it's like I got stinky leg, you know. My leg just wants to shake. It just wanna move. It's so funny. It's so weird, my life, man. And it's like an energy that just is trying to escape, man. And it's just adding up, and it's funny, but it's weird because it makes me feel weird. And I don't know, I gotta figure out how to get it out, I guess. Figure out how to get rid of this energy, bro. Who knows, man? Who knows? I'm still learning. Like, and I still don't understand the energy stuff. Because really, like, before a year and a half ago, I didn't have all this extra energy. Like, and it's weird because it's like maybe I did, I just wasn't aware of it. But I don't think so, man. I didn't have this energy surges. I didn't have this antsiness sometimes. And you know, it's not anxiety or anything like that. It's like I need to dance. It's the only thing that come up in my head. It's like, I need to shake, I need to move. It's super weird. It's really hard to explain because it's like, I just want to dance, bro. It's so funny. My life is funny. And, I don't know, dude. Whatever. This is the song that I picked. And, I don't know, my music is getting like, I don't know, I need some new music, man. Thought about listening to some screamo type stuff, maybe some old school stuff, and but I haven't yet. I don't know, maybe some new music will come out Monday, and because what's weird is, like I said, the thing is, like, I listen to a song every day when I talk, and then I try and, you know, paint to it, and but once that song is done, it's done, and I don't listen to it on repeat or anything anymore, you know. And I used to listen to music on repeat. Now I really don't, other than this is the process of my repeat, which is during my painting, I listen to one song on repeat, and then in my talk, I listen to it on repeat, and I'm done. And then I listen to it the next day, you know, when I listen to my talk again. So yeah, I am listening to stuff on repeat, I guess. But once a day, and then it's done. Where, like, you know, that Strobe song, dude, I would listen to that for months. I would listen to that for weeks. I would listen to that through the entirety of the job to get me through. And but now it's different. And it's so crazy. I saw something about someone asked a dude about happiness, and he's like, I don't believe in happiness because when you're happy, you become complacent. And you do. You do, I think, for the most part. But not me, really, because I'm happy, but I'm not happy in the sense of, like, I'm not max potential. So what I did was I created me being happy, but I created also the fact that I'm always walking up a stadium. I'm always walking up a hill. I'm always walking up a mountain. Always working to become better, to get more knowledge, to push myself closer to infinity, you know, every single day. And even if it doesn't seem like a lot, even if it doesn't feel like a lot, dude, it's a lot, man. I talked to a guy this morning, man, and you know, I told him I kind of feel lazy with my work last year. I was like, but I've been working on my brain, and that stuff is difficult, man. That stuff is work. That's real work, man, because not only are you destroying what you can't even freaking see, man, but you're destroying the whole essence of who you are. You're destroying all concepts of who you thought you were. And you may not be destroying them, but you're at least reevaluating them. You're writing them on a whiteboard, and you're making them real, and you're understanding and reflecting what you're putting out, so you can understand it and see it. And then you're taking it back in, and you're erasing it, you know. And everything I'm doing is crazy, man, and it's so fun, and I'm so damn proud because it's like every day I'm stepping into a new dude. Like every day I'm someone different. Every time I wake up, every time whatever, I'm just a different man. And it's super funny because spending time with myself, this is what's crazy, is the more I spend time with myself, the more I am myself all the time. And where this master chameleon isn't a chameleon anymore. Well, I'm understanding that I'm stepping into who I am all the time. I'm not shifting unless I need to for whatever specific reason, you know, whatever my goal is with each human being at the time. But I'm always me. And put it this way, people aren't subconsciously making me change. Instead, I'm consciously morphing in front of them to who I need to be to get the result that I need from them. Which, yes, that's manipulation. Or that's this or that. But if I want the best out of you, if I want to, you know, whatever, I have guidelines in place. I have all these rules in place, like whatever. So, but I don't change. And I'm walking in my power all the time now. I'm not dimming my light for nobody. And I just don't care anymore. Like my light is my light. Like, this is my life. And when I turn around and walk out that door again, and we're not together, you know, I'm not going to regret anything that I just did. That's pointless. So whatever it is that I do and whoever I'm with, that's 100% of me always. And I'm not changing. And it doesn't mean I don't have bad times or up times or moods or whatever, but I'm just loving myself more and understanding that I don't have to change for nobody. That I'm not morphing for anybody, that I don't need anyone's respect, number one. I don't need anyone's love. Number two, I don't need anything from anyone because I found it within myself. And I'm the one who's controlling my emotions, you know, for the most part, whatever. They do what they want, but how I respond is how I respond. And because subconsciously your body's doing things that you consciously can't pick up, and that's just, it's part of you. It is you, but it's just energy in motion. And you gotta just get motion. You can't sit still. You let that motion out, I guess. I don't know. But whatever, man. Like I said, it's been weird But I'm just understanding, like, dude, this is fun, and life is cool, man. And I can, once I get my job done, I can't wait to like kind of integrate back with people some more. Just because I've been away from them for a minute, and like I said, I kind of miss interacting with certain humans a lot more than I do others, and yeah, it's weird. Like when you start thinking about like your favorite people, like, and then you haven't seen them in a while, and it's like, man, they're just so funny because you just never know what's gonna happen. They just blow your mind, and whatever. It's exciting, because you just never know. That's what's so cool about having zero expectations for people, because they just blow your mind, bro, and they just make you laugh, and you're just like, it's hilarious. But whatever. I painted one today, and it was weird, man. The last 2 days, my paintings have been weird, and like this painting, it came out it looked like it had a black line and a white line, like white power, not white power, but like energy, white energy and black energy, and they were meeting in the top, in the middle, like contacting each other, and then it had a black figure, but it looked like two fists above in the middle of the painting touching, and then then there was kind of like I could see like two people close to each other, so their two fists were touching up high into the air, and then their hands were touching down at the bottom, like a black version and a white coming together. And all my art's always two people, and it's always two opposite colors, and I think it's multifaceted, because a lot of times, maybe I'm looking for that other person, for me, outside of me, but then it's always me, though. It's always the duality. It's always the light and the dark, and we're always combining each other. We're always yin and yanging, and two versions of Cody, like light and dark, and throughout this whole thing, I've understood even more and more every single time how light and dark are just opposites. It doesn't have to be negative, right? Well, we're taught good and bad and all this stuff, but it's like the opposites aren't negative per se, unless you're just a bad human being, or you have no morals, or you have no rules. Because my dark traits, they're there to protect me, and my light traits are there to love me. And then my light traits are also there to love others. And then my dark traits are also there to, like I said, to protect me from other people. In which light seems to be greater than dark, in the sense of, it tends to be like my dark traits protects me, and maybe puts people in a place. Maybe it's equal, They both have different skills in each facet. But whatever, all my art's always like a combination of two, duality, light, dark, orange, black, like, because I have a set of colors in my head that represent things that other people don't understand about, and they just represent things for me, and or I like certain colors, like I really love that pink color. I don't know what it's called. Like light magenta or something. It's a fire color. And then I love greens. Like I love all greens. I love one that's like an olive green. That color right there just flips me out. Like it's so fire. And because it's kind of like pasty or flat. Dude, I don't know, man. It's a fire color to me. It just sticks out. Like, but I don't know, man. My art's weird, and I was gonna leave it like that. But then I didn't, and I kept adding layers onto it to try and get that away, because like I understand my art. Sometimes when it draws stuff in it, I just don't like it. And number one, it's something coming out of me. It's some kind of subconscious thing that I need to look at, and something that I'm battling, something that I'm hanging on to, something that I'm something, and but ultimately I can make that painting better, like, and cover it up and leave that stuff in the art and then just go a couple layers deeper where it looks like a piece of art instead of just a piece of like scribble scrabble, you know, child made it, you know. And I actually posted one last night and then I took it down because it looked weird, man. And I looked at it a lot and like I found some stuff in it and I could see where there could be some sexual innuendos in it, I guess. And so I was like, well, it just depends on how you look at it. People could assume some stuff. And I was just trying to figure it out. I don't even know, man. I don't know. I saw something like an SJW in it, and like a social justice warrior. And I need to look into it because I'm not for that per se. But my ideas have changed so much. Where, you know, I used to be right wing, whatever, and now it's like there's a way to make this world better. But in doing so, we all have to sacrifice things, and some people are gonna have to sacrifice more than others. And but for the greater good. But there's a way to do it. But there, you know, and I'm just trying to see if that's the path that I need to go. Is to become a new social justice warrior, but in my own right and with my own ideas, and because I see things so different than a lot of human beings, because I walked around in a white world looking different, and I've truly only a few times felt discriminated against. I've never had issues with police. I always have dominance over them every single time. I always have, but my demeanor's different. I'm respectful. I've never had an issue with it. My little brother, you know, who looks more lighter skinned, more Mexican-ish, because, you know, we're not genetics, whatever, but, you know, he always gets, he said he's had bad issues with cops and stuff, but it's like, I was like, it has to do with your demeanor. It has to do with your presence. I've always been dominant. I've always had the dominant presence, yet still set people at ease and had respect. And, like I said, I mean, I know who I am now. And I look back at my life and I go, damn, Cody, you were always this man. You were always in power. You always had rule over every human being you ever was with. You always had control. It's just, how did you use your control? Did you give hope? Did you become less than to allow things to happen? Did you allow people to take advantage of you? All this stuff is, yes, I did this to myself. I created my own story. But saying that now is, I understand that I am creating my own story, and I am always in control. I always have dominance over human beings because I know who I am. Because I love myself. Because I know my skills. Because I know and I have rules written on me. I have guidelines written on me. I know how I need to act in every situation. I know I'm not going to intentionally harm somebody. I know I'm not going to intentionally make someone feel bad. You know, I'll try not to. I mean, I do sometimes because it has to be done. But, you know, I just try and be love as much as possible. But I do understand that my presence is bigger than I am. And, I am a leader. And, I do inspire. And with all those things, I have to hold myself to a higher standard. I have to be a better version of me always. I always have to be doing my best. Yeah, it doesn't mean I'm not going to fail, because I will. It doesn't mean I'm not going to look weak sometimes, because I will. It doesn't mean I'm not going to make a mistake, because I will. It just means I have to be aware at all times at what I'm doing, whether it's holding doors for people, saying please and thank you, just the little stuff, the stuff that, you know, your parents are supposed to instill with you. You know, and some of us didn't have that. Some people didn't have parents. You know, some people didn't have the morals and stuff that I have. It's not good or bad, it's just different. Some people weren't taught this, some people weren't taught that. I just went through life and picked up what I wanted and what I didn't want. But cataloged both of them and kept them in my brain so I know when not to use something and when to use something. When to be this way and when not to be this way. And it's a lot of information, but it's fun. You know, and it's so cool because it's like, it's like I'm in school every day, bro. But my school, well, I respect my teacher. You know, well, I'm not talking a bunch of bullshit. I'm not wasting a bunch of time. I'm not playing a bunch of make-em-ups anymore. I'm not creating all these stories in my head that mean nothing. The last couple of days, my emotions have been a little high, and I'll catch myself going off into a thought that I shouldn't even think about. You know, and I'll have to catch myself and pull myself out of it. You know? Something from the past, or a relationship, or an idea, or a story that I formed a long time ago, and understanding that it doesn't, whatever happens, and there's no point in me dwelling in make-believe right now. If stuff happens, then whatever. But I'm where I'm at. I'm in control of my happiness right now. If that person is not here, then what's the point of playing make-em-ups, right? There's none. Because it's not tangible. Yeah, invisible stuff is real, but they're not here right now, so what's the point? You can't use your words. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people in my past, like I'm ultimately I've done everything I could, right? You know, any relationship that I've left, I've said my piece, right? I've done my due diligence and I've walked away. And either you can ego check and pride check and come to me, or we're never going to speak again. I don't need it. It sucks. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt me. Sometimes I don't think about the relationships that may or may not have been, or what we formed over time. And it doesn't mean that, yes, I'm cold-hearted and I can walk away from anyone, but it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. I just compartmentalize things pretty well. And it's not that I'm running from it. I'm protecting myself, and I'm not going to fight. So when the other person can come to me and talk like a human being, then we can communicate and go from there and start new, if that's what you want. If you're going to come to me respectfully, we can start new. But if you're not, then we can fight if you want. I prefer not. Because I'll end it real quick. This is it. I'll see you later. Like, I don't have time for this. I'm protecting my energy. I'm protecting myself. I'm loving myself. And in doing so, that means I'll do whatever it takes to protect me. And I'm no one's child. I'm me. It is what it is. That moon looks crazy, man. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm no one's responsibility, technically. I'm no one's anything. No one has authority over me anymore. And you can suggest all day long what you want for me to do or not do. But really, when I look at my life, I'm like, there is literally no one who controls me but me. I don't have a mom anymore. My dad never did. He's out of the picture with that. He has no authority over me whatsoever. He never will. And so who else would there be? Like, no one. You know, I don't go to therapy anymore, so that paper is gone. That stupid paper where you sign your life away. But like I said, it's like never again will I have authority over me again. Yeah. And I that was funny. It's like when I left group therapy, I told him that day, I was like, never again. That's it. I walk out this door, this paper is done. I hated signing that paper in the first place. I have authority issues because I think if I'm my own man, then no one can be over me. Because I've stepped into who I am. And like I said, once that contract was written up between me and my mother, just because she's not on this plane anymore, and in that capacity, it was ripped up, and then I was free. And I gave her, I surrendered to her. So, I got all that back. And, dude, it's weird. It's weird to be your own man. And, it's weird to step into who you are and understand, like, at the end of the day, I do not care. Like, number one, where do I get off telling people what to do? You know? And then where do people get off telling me what to do? You know? Like, they have no authority. We have no authority over each other. Because what we're supposed to be to each other is A, equal, and then extra. Oh, I got some gum right here. Extra. Polar ice. Yeah, man, that's me. But today was cool, man, and like I said, the painting was fun. And I go through emotions too, like during painting, and I go through ideas, I go through little stories, scenarios, and try to figure out what I see and what it's trying to tell me. Because a lot of times I don't know. I don't know. Based on the song, I know what the song is talking about, but then sometimes it will reverberate you into something, a concept, an idea, a story. And what, you know, and then you have to decipher whether or not that's true. Is it even worth your time? The art is producing something, so it's based on something your subconscious is putting out, and then trying to decipher what that is. And every single day, more and more, I'm going, there is correlations between me and my other half in the physical world, whoever that may be. And then there's correlations between me and my other half, which is the light and dark versions of Cody. And that's always there, and that's always going to be that. Understanding that we are together and we're one, and that power ultimately is love, because the light has to love my dark, and my dark has to love my light. We have to co-create together. It means co. It means with. You know, we can't be fighting. We can't be disagreeing on stuff. We have to come up with compromises between the light version and the dark version of me. And, you know, sit on the throne together. Two-faced man. The issue is like, how does the two-faced man deal with dilemmas? Like in the movie Two-Face, he would flip a coin. He would leave it to fate. And that's actually a really logical way to do it. Because ultimately what's happening is the light and dark version, so the light would have grace, you know, and then the dark version would have like no shenanigans, like less grace. Like, you did the act, you know, you did it, instead of me giving you grace because you've constantly done it over and over again. Your grace has ran up, and the dark way is right, and the grace way is right, to continue to give more grace. And where the two-faced man would flip the coin, Two-Face, and leave it to fate. But the only reason why he would do that was because he could see both sides. Both sides are right in their own right. And that's how I live my life already. You know, and maybe I do leave judgment in a different way than a flip of a coin. You know, maybe my judgment is either I'm going to continue to be with you and share my life, or I'm going to walk away because the grace is done. And I give you grace as long as I can, and then at some point I flip my coin. You know what I think? I don't want to speak for a God, but I would say that if God is all-knowing, and He is, or whatever, the Creator, somebody, whatever, with high intelligence, high understanding of both light and dark, understanding all things, it'd be like that. At some point He's going to say, I know you're going to continue to do this, no more grace. I'm just gonna have to go away from you. And that's a difficult statement, and that's what sucks is because you look at yourself now, and that's why I talk, because I'm judging myself. All these talks is me judging, but they're judging myself and implementing stuff for myself, and it's stuff that I have to look at as a human being. And anything that I say, I'm held accountable for it. And any rules and regulations that I create, I have to be held to that standard. If I'm my own lawmaker, I have to abide by my laws. And therefore, if I break a law, then I'm penalized for it. I mean, and that's where this stuff gets kind of difficult because that's when you start taking responsibility for your own actions and you get rid of that pride and ego. I mean, all of this journey is crazy, bro. It's crazy, and it's solo journey. Because you justify everything you do, man. And to me, it sucks because it's like I don't know what to do. This song's cool, man. I just love music. You know, and the more that the more stuff that I talk to that kind of maybe sound girly and stuff, the more I'm getting more confident in me. That's what I'm saying. That's why everything I'm doing is for confidence. Everything that I do in life is for myself. And I can look at the journey. And I remember why I posted stuff was for confidence. Why I started posting my art was for confidence. Not that I cared what anyone thought per se. But it's always making it tangible, making it real. Putting it out in the world. Maybe I can inspire people. Maybe people look at me and be like, damn, Cody, your art sucks. But you're still putting it out there. You're still doing your thing. You know? Like, that's cool. At least that dude, he doesn't give a fuck. He's doing whatever he wants to do, no matter what it looks like. He's having fun. You know? And that's what, I've had people text me and stuff and be like, you inspire us and stuff like that. I'm like, good, man. I hope. I'm just living my dream, I'm just living my own life now. I used to always, run around telling people I'm living the dream, somebody else's dream, And now it's like I'm living my dream. And I love it. Because it's mine. And whatever, it's my dream. I'm creating that. I'm creating it. But whatever, man. This song is so cool, dude. I don't know, music is fire, dude, and there's so much good music, man. And I think I want to make music in the future. And every now and then I'll get on the computer and play with some music and stuff and try and make some stuff. But I would do that more in the future when I have to get a place. I have to get a warehouse. I have to get a studio. I have to get something. And I got a place in mind. I gotta see how much it costs a month. But I'm excited about it. So I can make it real, man. So I can start painting out of there. So I can start building out of there. So I can start doing all I want to do out of that place. And whatever, have freaking fun. Just have fun and make what I do real. And I want to start talking to people, man. I want to start having long-form conversations with humans. I think I have a lot of information in my head. I have a lot of ideas. I think different. And I really have fun with it. And I'm really learning to gain information from other human beings. I mean, that's what this world's about, is gaining knowledge. So I can level up. So I can be a better version of me. And it's so super weird because I get so much knowledge, but then some stuff I don't touch. Sometimes I just don't even give it time. And I've always been that way, where I instantly just like, nah, boom, cool. I'll put that in my bank of information, but I'm not gonna do anything with it. But that's because I'm such a rebel, and I just, it's gotta be, I hate to say it's my way or the highway, but it is. But that's the way it is with every human being. Now, if people suggest things to me, and I'll go through the math in my head, and if it seems good, if it seems like a good result, then I'll do it. But I also have to agree with that, otherwise I won't do that act. I have to make sure that I want to do it, because I'm not going to freely just follow anyone in anything anymore. And it's funny because I talked to my buddy about it yesterday. I don't know. Yeah, yesterday, I guess. And we kind of talk about religion a little bit, and he's like, when he met me, he knew that I followed a certain thing, and he's like, man, that's kind of weird. And I was like, yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, but I grew up in it, right? And I was never able, and I told him, I was like, I just went with it because the whole point of religion is you're bred up into it, right? Like, that's all you know. And if you question it, you're wrong. If you ask questions, you get instantly shot down. And anyone teaching anything should never shoot you down. If they're a good human being and they have good intentions for you, you should allow anyone to question everything. Because I could be wrong. But if you're stubborn and stuck in your pride and ego, you're never gonna, allow people to question you. Because if they question you, then you have to give up some of your control. Or they're saying that you could be wrong, they'll question you. And then if you're a narcissist, you get offended by that because you can't be wrong, because you think you freaking know everything. When ultimately you know nothing. He told me a quote about like how, the smartest people in the world understand that they know nothing. And that they constantly strive to learn. Because ultimately they know nothing. And then the stupid people of the world think they know everything. But ultimately they don't try and change, or they don't try and learn anything else because they already know it. Because they're stupid. It's not stupid, and that's what I told him instantly, because it's pride and ego. Pride and ego. And I told him, I was like, dude, that was the first thing during this journey that I had to say was like, I know nothing. Everything I know and learned so far is false, or I have to reevaluate it. And I look at lives, and you go through. What's funny, what's hilarious is you go through life and you go through these paths of changing your ideas, right? But what happens is you change your ideas and you reshape your religion and all this stuff, and you look at it differently. But then you can't question it. And then when someone comes up to you and says, well, how do you know you're right now? Because 6 months ago you thought differently. And then the year before that you thought differently. So I have multiple examples of you being wrong to yourself, but right now you're right 100%. Come on now. Because 6 months from now you're gonna have more information, and then so whatever you're talking about right now is gonna be not the same. That's just logic. That's simple child logic. But we as humans try to overcomplicate things and wrap it up with pride and ego. Where it's like, who knows? Tomorrow I could be wrong about all of this. And if I am, then I just gotta reevaluate. It's not a big setback. It's not a setback at all. It's showing my growth. It's how adaptable I am. Which I'm extremely adaptable. At freaking fastest speed in the world. That's what's so we were talking about technology too a little bit, and I was like, man, phones freak me out. Like, especially when I'm interacting with humans, and it has something to do with the phone, or get a phone number or something like this. It slows me. As soon as I try and exit my energy out of that human and grab my phone, dude, it's the slowest process in the world, man. The phone is so slow. It's so slow because like I instantly, bam, in my head. I'm so fast. And every human is instant, fast. Like we calculate the freaking circumference of everything in a matter of seconds, like based on just predicting pattern recognition, just knowing. We're just so full of information. And like I told him, I was like, man, I was like, the future is not technology like this. The future is not external technology. It is not. The future technology is within ourselves. Now communication will be within. We won't even need phones. And that's what's kind of weird about all this right now. What's up, buddies? These deers look cute. My mom and 2 babies. That's what's crazy is like, you know, through this journey, man, I think the telepath and stuff, and clairvoyance, and all that stuff is real, man. And we're all connected. We're all energy. We're infinite energy. And these are just vessels, meat suits, whatever they are. And our consciousness is bigger than us. It's outside of us. Our electricity is outside of us. And I've noticed it so much more. Just when I walk into somewhere, it's just, I understand like the presence that I have, that I never was aware of before. I knew it. I did know it. I knew it. I've known it my whole life. I mean, I've watched myself walk into bars. I've watched myself walk into all kinds of places. And it's just, I've always had a magnetic, everyone, I don't know what it was. Just me. It could be because number one, I go into country bars. I go whatever. And I used to be the colored dude who would walk in to White World and always, you know. And, so maybe it was a situation that I was in. Well, maybe I didn't technically fit in, or I was different. But it doesn't really matter because now it's like, even now, it's just like anywhere I go, I draw people's energy. I draw, something drags them to me. And it's the confidence and it's the love. It's the love for myself. And people see it and understand that, wait a minute, that kid doesn't care. He loves himself no matter what. He's happy and confident in whatever he's doing, wherever he's at, whatever he's wearing, the way he looks, the way he talks. That kid's got something that we've never seen before. We've only heard stories about this. And it's not that, it's I'm giving myself time. I've built a relationship with myself that I never had one before. I married myself. I'm with myself 24 hours a day, and now I'm literally physically giving myself time. You know, and you think about like husbands and wives that fall apart, but they live in the same house together, but then they ignore each other. They don't talk, they don't communicate, they don't love, they don't hold each other's hand, they don't touch. All they do is fight. One aspect of you know, yell, combative energy. And they fall apart. You know, 2 separate humans in that one single house that don't have any love and they're all freaking alone. And then they're in their own heads, always focusing on the other human being and always mad about the other human being, the way they're not treating them. And then they're always building resentment from the other human being because of the way the other human being is mistreating them and neglecting them. When all that's happening, plus each individual person is neglecting themselves. And then they build resentment for themselves because of what's going astray in their marriage. And how they're ultimately neglecting themselves too because they're so focused on somebody else. It's a compound. And until you're forced to be by yourself, like you guys separate and you get home and, you know, and then unless you give yourself time, you can't grow that relationship. You can't learn to love somebody if you don't even freaking give them time. It's the same with yourself. You can't love yourself unless you give yourself time. You can't love your body unless you look at yourself in the mirror. You know, you gotta give yourself time. Yeah, I mean, you can't build a relationship with another human being if you're never with them. So, I mean, I understand all this stuff, but, and like I said, right now in this window of time, it's my time. And me and him talked about it. I was like, you know, I'm giving the piss out of myself time right now. Because I know in the future, when I become a husband, when I become a father, when I become this, when I become that, I will have to focus time other places. So I won't have all this free time to give to myself. So I have to give myself enough time now to really make this stuff stick. To really love myself. To understand that when I can give myself less time and I have to delegate my time to other human beings, that I won't need as much time to maintain. We kind of talked about that when he talked about working out. Where he likes to work out to maintain. He does, you know, every now and then he likes to, you know, lift heavy. But he's like, you know, he just likes to maintain. And that's the whole point of all this. I have to get to a point to where I need to be, the highest level I can on my own. And then all I have to do is maintain it. Maintain giving myself an hour a day instead of 4 hours a day. 5 hours a day. You know? 30 minutes. Short talk. Or whatever, man. It's cool, man. I said every day this journey just makes me laugh. And I just understand, like, dude, how happy I am with the simplicity of what my life is. And so I know that with the extra, it's only going to be more fun. It's only going to be more exciting. Because I'm only going to be, you know, my mind's only going to be blown all the time. Like, I'm not creating stories. I'm not assuming for people. I'm not trying to figure out what other people and predict what other people are going to do or say. I'm just there living in the moment, in the now. And it's fun, dude. It's so fun. It's so fun. Because humans are fire, bro. All of them. But then again, like I said, I got favorites. I need to go hang out with my favorites. Gotta get a refresh. But whatever, man. I mean, the last 2 weeks I've learned a lot of stuff, man. You know, because I was walking around, going around town, doing this, doing that, going all these places all the time, you know. And I'm now, like, the last 2 weeks has been a little bit different when I'm doing the opposite again. Like, not spending any money, not doing nothing, just trying to eat green, eat vegetables, and just trying to be healthy as I can, trying to keep my water intake up. I haven't been working out. But next week, I gotta go out of town in the week, and then when I get back, I'm gonna start working out hard again. And but then, like I said, it's boom. You know, always making new cycles, and I think cycles are fun for me because I'm a cycle person, and I think it keeps things fresh. It keeps things going. I just gotta learn. Maybe like every month I have a cycle, right? Like every month I do a different cycle, and so I gotta sit down before the beginning of the month and rejuvenate the cycles, switch it up, keep it fun, keep it exciting, to keep me like bouncing around, going through a flow. But like each month is a different, you know, channel of the river. It's got different ups and downs and rocks and turns and rapids, and just to keep my life going, you know, always changing, because I love change, man. As much as people hate change, I love it. Because it's always new for me. It's exciting. It's always like another battle. It's like it's another video game. It's another, you know, another quarter. You know, maybe I'm tired this quarter. Maybe I need to rest. Maybe I need to dial back on certain things. Maybe I need to, you know, heal my physical body for a month, and then rock back into working out super hard for a month, and just whatever, just see, you know, depending on work and all this other stuff, like. and just have fun with it, man. Because it's all a cycle and it's all just fun. You know, maybe hang out at this place for a month and then leave and then go to another place. Go meet people there and go meet people there. Like, just bounce back and forth. Just go around and do whatever. Do everything, man. Touch everything. Be everything. Get into everything. It's endless possibilities, man. Life is fun. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's endless possibilities. You know, you could, you know, and I'm going to have to do that because it's like, you know, when I work out, I meet more people. Like when I go to the gym, I'm meeting more people. When I'm not working out, I'm not, you know. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, I know I go through stages where like I got to pull away from people for a while and disappear, take care of some stuff. And then boom, I can come back into the world and integrate back in and come back even stronger than before, you know. Love myself even more because I've only been spending time with myself. Got people shooting fireworks and stuff. But I don't know, man. It's cool. Life is cool. And like I said, I mean, yeah, I you know, sometimes I wish that I was hanging out with people, but then at the same time, it's like, you know what? I'm having fun by myself too. You know? Yeah, I would like to be hanging out with certain people, getting to know them, just enjoying their time. That will come when time is ready. Time is ready, you know. And like I said, ultimately it just reverts me back to giving myself time because I know at some point, before I know it, I'm wake up and I won't be able to give myself as much time. So I gotta give myself as much time as possible right now. Whatever, though. It's cool, man. This song is good, though. The song is good. That's what I said, man. If anything, when people listen to my talks and these songs are in it, they're gonna be like, I think it helps the talks. It makes them smoother. It kind of gives a cadence to it. It gives it a feel. It sets the stage of emotion, you know. And like I said, when I'm talking with like a depressing song, a sad song, like you can feel the demeanor change. And when it's upbeat song, it tends to be upbeat, but I do jump around and I'll get emotional and I'll roll through things and get excited and talk faster and higher and whatever. I love how music is so big in this world. And I just love that how it's just so timeless and how it breaks all demographics and there's no chains on it. Like literally, man. And I look at my life, because like I said, I've been listening to emo music, I listen to screamo music, I listen to freaking country music, I listen to some rap. I'm not a huge fan of rap. It's good talent, there's some talent in there and stuff, and it's not that it's bad music, it's whatever. You know, some of the love songs, the Pofus, and just all music. It's all just, either I like it or I don't. Either it calls me or it doesn't. Either it's my thing or it's not. Like, there's no in between. And I just love it, man, because it's instant connection. It's like as soon as I make contact, man, it's like boom, instant. I either know or I don't know. And that's how I am with humans. Some people a little clouded, but a lot of that's my own cloudiness or indecisiveness. You know, I'm trying to get more decisive and stuff. And it's actually weird because like, I'm trying to like think about the position of a man in this world. And I understand that I give up power. I don't really give up power because I'm always in control. And I'm either choosing to let you lead or let me lead. Either I'm there for the ride or I'm controlling the ride. And a lot of times I don't want to control it because I just don't care. I'm here for the roll of the dice. Like, the roll of the dice for me is fun. You know? Like, if we go somewhere to eat, like, I don't care where we go because I'm rolling the dice. These are my spots that I like. I can always get something that I'm always going to love there, but I enjoy trying new spots. But then you look at, like, the world and like, people want people to be decisive and pick stuff for them, and because they're indecisive human beings. It's like, I'm not indecisive. I just don't care. I will have fun anywhere that I go. I will enjoy myself anywhere that I go. And so I'm learning, like, I gotta figure out, like, I just gotta communicate better with humans. Like, when that comes up, it's like, hey, look, what do you want from me? Do you want me to pick every single time? Or do you want me to allow you to pick, or when we mix it up? Because sometimes, like, that stuff is stupid. Like, you know, especially when you get in a relationship with women, because they want you to pick all the time, but then at the same time they don't. They're so confusing to me sometimes. It's like, I don't care. I mean, I'll go anywhere. I just don't care. This is what I'll go eat there because I like that place. I can get like holy trinity of vegetables there. My green beans, my asparagus, my broccoli, bruh. Triple green. Triple G. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna learn, because ultimately, in all the other relationships, it doesn't matter. I just don't care. But like, whatever. I don't know. I just gotta figure out what I want to do. Just because in my mind it's a partnership. It's equal give and take, right? Like, we should be sharing the load. We should be sharing what we're choosing. Like, I'll pick today, you pick tomorrow, whatever, stuff like that. So it's a sharing game, and there's not one hierarchy. It's not. I don't believe in the hierarchy. Hierarchy is retarded and stupid. It doesn't mean that I don't have a role and that you don't have a role. It doesn't mean that I don't do my best traits and you do your best traits and we come together. That's not what I'm saying. But it is a partnership. Life is a partnership, and everything should be equal give and take. I use my strengths, you use your strengths. Boom. Equals 3. In all relationships, business relationships, all of it. 3, 6, 9, man. I can kiss you right there, nice and slow. We can take our time. Tell me what you want, boy. I'll do anything. I don't know, man. Make you feel alright. I'm trying to think what else I got. I got some green peppers I'm gonna eat. Just straight up, bro. Eat them like an apple. Vegetables are so good, man. I just can't wait till I can have a real vegetable. Like, I wonder what vegetables used to look like. Back before we implemented all this crap and started using all these chemicals and crap. You just think about, like, all the stuff that we put in our bodies is just synthetic bull crap, and it sucks. It's not real, you know, and it's like crazy. Like, our bodies can run off such little food. You know, you think about those shows where they go and live on an island and they all lose tons of weight. The issue is, if you could practice before, say you had a year, say you had, I don't know, 6 months, just to revamp your body, just to start from scratch, right? To fast, to clean it, to get out all chemicals, and you had good food to put back in it, right? To start it off right, and you had good, clean food, the best food you possibly could get. No chemicals, no synthetics. Dude, your body would start processing and taking all the nutrients out of everything, and you wouldn't need much to live. And then you could go without food for a long time because you would only need a little. That's the point. It's like we're eating all this food that we can't even process, and our pores and all these systems inside of our body can't process food. There's not enough nutrients in it. It's all just fake fructose corn syrup that has no nutritious value. They're all fillers, and it's like, so ultimately, if you're eating real food, or if you're eating food, well, that was weird. If you're eating food, dude, that was weird. I guess it could have been a fire. Fireworks? I didn't hear a blast. Almost like lightning just lit the whole sky up. That was crazy. But I don't even know what I was talking about. But food, man. I don't know. I'm just trying to eat the best I can because I can tell a huge difference. And like I said, I mean, I think once you have all the fat off your body, the fat stores crap, and then it loves sugars, man. It loves sugars. And you just gotta get rid of all that stuff, and then you can start eating cleaner and less than. Not all these empty calories. I think that's a lot of it. It's just empty calories and like, yeah, this was lightning. But I don't know. Life is cool, man. This is every day is a new day. Every day is a journey getting closer to your best self, man. And you just gotta keep doing what you're doing. And every day you get a little bit better. Give yourself a little bit more time. And you go from creating stories all the time to having a blank brain where you can look at things head on, and you're not. That's what makes me happy, man. That's why I'm happy. It's because I'm not sitting in my past. I mean, honestly, that's why I'm happy. Because I'm not sitting in my past. I'm not dwelling on my past. I'm not living in regret. I'm not creating all these stories or assuming that all these people are doing all these things or talking about me behind my back or doing all this stuff, or not loving me or making fun of me or any of this stuff. Like, none of that stuff even matters anymore. That's how I'm happy, because I'm only focusing on me and right now. And I understand that whatever happens right now, I can deal with, because I'm confident in who I am. And I've made it this far based on the life that I've had and all the situations, all the experience. I've made it this far. Nothing's that bad. Like I said, unless someone's bleeding out or dead, it's like those are the only things that would strike something. And then even then, if they're dead, they're dead. Like, what, it sucks. You gotta deal with it. And if they're bleeding out, well, then hopefully you can stop it. But if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So it's like, whatever. But living in the now and not focusing and creating all these stories for stuff that doesn't even matter. But living in the now makes you happy. Once you get there and you can live there, you can stay there. Because you're not predicting the future, you're not whatever. You're not assuming what she's going to say, or you guys go out on dinner or not, or whatever. When she's going to text you back, when she's not. You're not living in the past, worried about this, worried about that, stuff you can't even freaking change. You're just chilling in the now, accepting it as it comes, riding down the wave, riding down the river, just feet in the water, just sitting on a float, just spinning, like, who cares? They all work out in the end. I know where the water, it goes that way, and I'm just along for the ride. I'm just chilling, soaking up the sun, listening to music, knowing I'm going somewhere. Wherever I'm going is meant to be. Because otherwise I wouldn't be on this river. I'd be going somewhere else. So just chill, man. Just have fun. Just surrender to it. Whatever happens, happens. But be happy. You know, don't hurt people. Don't infringe on people's free will. Love yourself. Give yourself time. Paint, draw, sing, dance. Express yourself. Get up and move. Hit the gym. Cry. Say the shit that's inside deep that you've never said to anybody before. Say the stuff that you've never said out loud. You don't have to say it to anybody. Get in your car. Sit in your closet. And just talk. Express yourself. Make it real. Ask yourself questions. And then answer them. You may not be able to answer them at first. You have to build the habit of giving yourself time. And then you have to, first of all, just talk. Just build the habit of talking whatever's on your mind. You don't even have to record it, just talk. Give yourself time. Just build that habit. And as that goes through, as time goes on, that habit becomes natural. And then you start to love yourself and you start to trust yourself that you've never trusted before. Because otherwise, if you trusted yourself before, you would have already spoken these things out. But you've never trusted yourself before because you've never even trusted anything. You've never been able to trust your parents. You've never been able to trust your mom. You've never been able to trust your brothers or your sisters. You just never trusted. Because no one taught you trust. So you just got to give yourself time. And that's time. The more time you give, the more you can learn about yourself, and then you're going to build trust. And you already know all the stuff. You already know your strengths. You already know your weaknesses. You know when you're going to fail. You know when you're not going to fail. You know everything about yourself. Like, you know everything. You just don't talk. You just don't acknowledge it. And all you have to do is acknowledge it and make it real. It's a process, but it's fun, man. It's the most fun I've ever had with any human. It's the most fun I've ever had, ever. And if you've never been proud of anything in your life, over time you will learn. And you will look back at yourself and be like, dude, I am proud of this. I am proud of loving myself. I'm proud of giving my time like no one's ever given me. Like I've never given anyone else. And understanding that this is true fulfillment. Because you always get what you give. You can't not give yourself back what you give yourself. Like, you are a true giver, because, you know, this is maybe why narcissists can't do this and stuff, because they're not givers. But helpers and stuff like that, they're natural givers. And so when they're giving to themselves, dude, instant return, bro. That's when you get your return. It's like giving yourself time. You give yourself time and you get back in return instantly. Instantly. Yeah, it sucks sometimes, and you're going to be emotional, you're going to cry, you're going to feel like crap. You're going to be embarrassed. You're going to feel shame sometimes, but shame is fine. Shame and guilt is fine, actually. When you give it to yourself, because then you instantly correct, right? Because that shame and guilt is self-inflicted in this instant. Because like churches and all that shame and guilt you for stuff that the way you feel, or they make you feel that your emotions aren't valid, or that your experiences aren't valid, and they have no right to do that to you. They have no right to judge you based on the information you don't even know. They haven't walked in your shoes. That's why it's so bad. But like for me, sometimes I'll shame and guilt myself, but it's only for a second, and then I make the correction. And that's how it's supposed to work. That's how emotions are supposed to work. You figure out why you have these emotions. You figure out what the issue is that causes these emotions, and then you fix it. Like that. Like it's emotion, problem, fix it. You know? And that's how it's supposed to be done. You know, it may be a little bit longer process than that, but knowing is half the battle. Knowing is the battle. Like, knowing the problem, then you can change it. Knowing why I feel shame. It's like this. Boom. Knowing why you feel shame and guilt. Well, because every time I wake up and go into my kitchen and sit down at the dinner table, my family shames and guilts me. Boom. Easy. Cut that off. Walk away from your family. And then see what happens. If you get shame and guilt again, then you do the same process. So now why do I feel shame and guilt? Oh, because I'm a criminal? And my parents would just tell me I'm a criminal? Or I was doing this, doing that, or I wasn't taking care of myself? And so then, but you have to get rid of the outside distractions. You have to get rid of the outside influences. You have to just sit with you and give yourself time. So you can bask in you, in the ideas, and what you are really doing. Figure out who you really are for once. Look at yourself in the mirror. Because like I did, I always just focused outwards. Always. And I was always trying to pick up clues from other human beings, and I was never looking at myself. I was never understanding why I did things. I never understood why I did this, and why I said this, and why I acted this way. I never knew, because I never gave myself time. I never looked at myself. So you got to just kind of walk away from everyone, and you got to turn your eyes back on yourself and start evaluating all that, start breaking all that down. Is why do I do this? Why do I use escapes? What am I escaping from? Why do I not feel loved? Why am I quick to anger? You know? Why am I mad all the time? Why can't I have a relationship longer than this? You know, why does everyone call me a jerk? Asking why. And figure it out. It's fun, dude. It's a fun journey, bro. It's super fun because, dude, it's such a pride and ego like chess game with yourself, like, and it's fun because you're constantly trying to have to like trick yourself. You're constantly having to like battle yourself. Like, it's constant Mega Man battle, like when you're fighting your mirror self every day, and it's the most difficult battle, and it's fun, and it's so fun for me. I love it. And it gets easier because then it becomes this normal. It just becomes regular. Like the battle is regular. And it's not even a battle. I always call it a battle because I like that. You know, a lot of people say don't call it a battle. I'm like, dude, it is a battle. But battles aren't negative to me. You know, people see things in negative and positive. I see things as it is. It just is. It's an event. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just part of the process that I have to go through. I want a bean burrito, bro. I'll probably get one. But 38, 40 minutes. 40 and 40 is 80, 120. So plus 6. And 146. Or 136. 126. But yeah, I don't know, man. Today is cool. Every day is so fun, man. And every day has its little things. Every day has its little bitty, like this and that interaction with humans. Ideas pop up. I learn something new about me every day. Like, I get more comfortable about me every day. Like, everything, you know. Like, and, you know, this is kind of embarrassing, but not really. But just everyone's self-conscious about their body and different things. And, like, the more I spend time with myself, like, the more I love every inch of me, bro. Like, it's so weird. It's the funniest thing in the world, man. I don't know, maybe I'm actually just lucky, though. But, you just start to love every bit of you. Like, whether it's your ankles, your freaking calf muscles, your feet, your hands, like, you just understand that it is you. It is you. And yeah, even though I got some fat on my stomach and chest, like, right now it's not a huge priority for me. I would like to get rid of it, and I will. But I'd rather just have a bigger abs and stomach. Like I don't care about being skinny, because I'm not a skinny dude. I've been skinny before, but I'm not getting back to 135. I'm 180 right now. Like I'm not. That's 50 pounds different, and I've been 220. So like 170s, 176, which is probably where I'm at right now. 180, 185, 190. Like that's a good weight for me. I just need to be muscular, more muscle, which is only 15 pounds, but it's not that bad. I don't know. I just don't want to be locked up. I'm already locked up. You know, my back is pretty big for being so little, but whatever. But you just start loving yourself, and I'm letting my hair grow out a little bit. I thought about shaving my face, but I don't really want to. I don't like the baby face look. It probably make me look like I'm 18 again, but I don't really want to. I mean, I've had a beard since I was like, or facial hair since I was like 16. Like, I've only shaved probably 20 times my whole life, and I just don't care anything about it. I'm just not big at shaving. I don't know. But maybe I should. Who knows? Give me some SpongeBob chops or something like that, man. But I don't know. Who knows, man? It's just having fun. That's what I'm saying. Just explore, change things up, man. You know, change cycles, have fun. But my energy has been weird, man. And I'm moving a lot and talking a lot right now. You know, moving back and forth when I talk. Pretty animated. It's helping me a little bit. But that energy is weird, bro. It's a weird energy. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm not even gonna talk about that stuff. It's weird. I don't know. But whatever, man. We'll see. I can't believe it's July. Like I said, I can't. So I haven't thought about it until just now, but like. I got a couple days. My mom would have went in the hospital last year, and that was it, you know. It's weird. Super weird. You know what I mean? Even through this whole thing, it's like I've not, you know, like I don't. I look at my life and I go, I don't think I'm grieving anything really. It sucks. I think I grieved it instantly quit. I think with my mom's passing. It's not that I instantly got over it, because I still miss her and it sucks. But it's just like through this whole process to accept things, to accept life the way that it is, to accept that I have zero control over outside of me. And that's up talk, because I know I do have control of stuff outside of me. But I try and not control anything, right? As much as I can. Especially when it comes to other humans. I try not to control them. But, I feel like through this process, it just taught me to let go. to accept what is, to let it be, and that's helped me with so many things in my life, and it really helped me with the passing of my mother, because I don't have, even though I'll battle stuff and I'll look back and be like, maybe this, maybe that, maybe I was this, and maybe whatever, maybe it's not all roses and lollipops, which it wasn't. I can still choose how I see it and perceive it. I can still be grateful and have gratitude for the 35 years that I had with her, and make that my last statement. Make that the totality of it. And yes, it's encompassed with other little experiences in it. But the overall feeling was gratitude for the lesson, gratitude for the love, gratitude for the time. And in doing so with that, it allowed me to just accept it and let it be. And to not dwell in the past, to not live in regret, even though sometimes I talk about how the one thing that if I did regret anything, which I ultimately don't, because it had to be this way, was to give her more love, to give her more time that she deserved. But knowing that that can't be a thing, and there's no point in me wasting energy on it other than me physically saying it for my own validation. And ultimately, it's just a validation that I use to implement for the future. To make sure that I never do that again to another human being. Especially someone that I love, and someone that I'm supposed to respect and care for. Especially a mate, a life partner, a friend. I always need to make sure and give them the time that they deserve. Because we never know how much time we have. So that's kind of why I talk about it sometimes and bring it up. It's because like I said, I'm judging myself throughout these talks. I'm studying new rules and regulations. I'm reminding myself of things that I need to do better. Because I'm the only one who can change me. I'm the only one who can create rules for me. I am. And I'm the only one worthy of doing that. I'm the only one strong enough to do that. I'm the only one healthy and wealthy enough to do that. I'm the only one with enough grace. I'm the only one with enough love. I'm the only one with enough pain. I'm the only one impressive enough to do that. I'm the only one. Baby, your touch is more than enough to make me lose my mind. Got me so distracted, thinking of you. Because it's me. That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to create for people in the future. Is I want to be able to sit with somebody, sit across from the table with them, sit across the chair from them, and be like, look, this is what I have done. And there's no way, there's no physical way, if you give yourself time, that you will fail. It's impossible. If you truly give yourself time, you will change for the better. If you truly sit every day in the same spot, create emotions, create real memories in the same spot every day, and give yourself time, you figure it out. You're smart, you're beautiful, you're a genius. You have all the knowledge in your head, all of it. And you are love. And the only way to feel love is to give yourself time. Because time is love. Because what you give your time to, ultimately you love. Otherwise you wouldn't do it. If you're not giving yourself any time, that's why you don't love yourself, because you're not seeing the reward for the time you're given. You're not seeing the repercussions of the time you're giving to yourself because you're not giving yourself any time. 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. Instead of watching 1 hour TV, go hide. Create a throne, create a room, create a little safe spot. A comfortable ass chair. Get a little tape recorder. One of those cheap ass tape recorders. Make it real. And have record of it. I think you have to have record of it. And I think the recording record is the best. I really do. And then post it on YouTube so it's there forever. And then you can get it back whenever you need to, and you don't have to keep up with it. And then you can post your story, and you make it real, you make it tangible. And that way you have no regrets. It's gone. Boom. You made it real, and it's on the internet. There's no takebacks. Then you gotta hold yourself accountable for it. You get your shit out there, and you own it. That's the greatest thing of all of it, is by putting it where people can see it, even if no one ever looks at it. Knowing that you've said it, you've made it real, you made it concrete, and you put it out there for people to see, that's when you gain your control and power. Because no one can hold anything against you once it's known. Once you own it and talk it out loud, you got all the power, bro. Because you admitted to it. It's over with. And you've forgiven yourself. And you're dealing with it. And you know that you don't have to do that thing again, ever again. Because it's real. I'm telling you, man, this is the future, bro. And if you want to love yourself and you want to be happy, you got to do this. Male or female. Male or female. Give yourself time. You know, and that's what's crazy is like, I understand this process for me, and every process is gonna be different. I can't sit there and make an outline for you, and then charge you money for it or something. That makes zero sense to me. All I can do is tell you what I've done. I can freely give you time. And we can talk through your process. If you need me, you can holler at me. But I can't sit there and make an outline because everyone's going to be different. I'm talking about different stuff every day. I'm not in control. My conscious is not in control. My subconscious is in control. And whatever energy emotion wants to come out, comes out. Whatever I need to deal with comes out on its own. It's not me picking and choosing, what I want to talk about. It's not. I'm just rolling with the freaking flow. I'm going down that river, man. Lazy ass river, just having fun. Willing to face whatever shows up in front of me. Whatever billboard pops up in front of me saying boom, saying doom, saying Cody, you did this. This is your mirror. This is your video. You did this. You acted like this. You do this. Fix it. I don't know, man. It's fun. That's what I said. I don't know. This is the most fun I've ever had. I get so happy. I get excited. I love talking about this stuff. I love talking. I love giving myself time. I cannot even imagine. I can't imagine a mother and a father giving themselves time every single day like this. And then doing that with your kids every single day. It's almost like eating at the dinner table together. Always. Like having a schedule and like always eating at the same time. That freaks me out, dude, because it never existed for me. We would sit at the table, my mom and me and my little brother, and it was cool, man. Sunday mornings, my mom would make pancakes and we'd eat pancakes and whatever. So it's cool. I got a semblance of it, But I just understand like the real beauty of communication and giving each other time. Because giving someone time is action. And actions speak louder than words. And then actions with words consistently every day, or a lot consistently. That's fire to me, bro. Like, that's the one thing that, like, I'm dead set on. Like, look, I don't care what we do. If we got to do it every night at 10 o'clock, we are giving ourselves time. Even if we just sit there in silence, we got nothing to say. And I'm going to sit there in silence and give you my time. And yeah, and then you got to become disciplined in it. And you got to make it happen. But it's worth, that sacrifice is worth it, because that's real. Giving of time. That's love. Giving of time is love. You know, it pops me back to, like, me hanging out with my friend for, like, the last month and a half. And it's like, she's like, you should just work here. And I was like, no. But I will freely give you my time. Because that's love. Freely giving time is love. I don't know, I'm done. I'm out. Love y'all. Peace. And my mind's racing, got me weak in the knees and the air gets thin.